Welcome back to Court Farm. We are in 23. We've leased the mowers and we're doing a very late last cut for silage just to bring in that little bit more cash. So we've got 3 fields to do. Shouldn't take long to mow. We've got the pottinger set up just because I wanted the swather ones. We could have gone for the K brand ones, but I don't think they swath, so we are saving ourselves the step of having to windrow, plus also the cost of the windrower in the first place. So we'll need to lease a baler as well. So there's a bit of outlay, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end, or well, that's the plan anyway. And then once we have mowed the grass, we can then obviously, and baled it, collected the bales, etc. I think these 2 fields that are next to each other, so you can just see the one through the hedge, I think we're going to put these to some form of crop. Now, I'm not sure what yet. I really haven't thought, other than the field beans that we're going to plant in the field that we ploughed. I haven't got that far as to think what else we need, but they're only small, but if we did the same crop in both, it might add up to enough to contribute to one of the feed sliders for the pigs. So that's my logic there. The other field that we need to get that ploughed. Now, that is a big job in itself, so it may be that we subsoil it rather than the conventional plough, I guess you'd call it. But yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. So as you can see, it's not taking long, so I'll finish this field and I'll see you in the next one. So just trying to get as much as possible from the around the edge of the field. Now I think what we could do is, I've just been looking at the subsoilers and the power requirements are about 130 horsepower. So what I'm thinking is that we could put that on the Massey. Only issue with that is we would need to shift the bales, but that's like a 2-minute job probably ish, maybe a bit longer. So that's my thinking, because then at least we could mow and clear that field. I'll bale that field first, get it cleared, shift the bales somewhere else, even if we put them in the pig enclosure for now, and then we can set the Massey on course play with the subsoiler, because I think it'll work better than the offset plough. That's my logic. So we'll go with that plan until such time that we realise that it's not worked and we need to do something different. I can't see why that won't work. It's just a little bit of a logistical effort to move the bales, but can't see a problem with that. So that is the plan. So yeah, we just need to put that plan into action. So bales shifted, 1 headland done, and we're just going to get the rest of this all mowed up. So you can just see the bales there in the pig enclosure. I've asked them to leave them alone, but you know, it'll be fine. So we've changed the tyres on the Massey yet again. I was so tempted to buy the flotation ones. But, yeah, I can't justify £4 on a set of tyres at the minute, but it would be a nice upgrade at some point, and we should probably keep an eye on the sales to see if ever there's any mowers, because, you know, I think silage is going to be a bit of an income for us. So let's have a quick look. I know we looked earlier. The other thing, I can't remember. Did we buy a set of rollers? We did not. Oh, no, we did. Marvellous. So that's good. We can at least roll this once it's reseeded. So hopefully ploughing it up will boost the yield next cut. It should, well, it will do. But also, if we are reseeding it, which we're going to be, clearly, using our direct drill, we then get the tillage bonus on this field as well. So it'll bump up the environmental score a little bit. Won't be a massive jump, but every little helps. So I think we're all right for time at the minute. I think the rain is due late afternoon, and we should be done by then, hopefully. Then it's just a case of setting the plough, or the subsoiler going, should I say. That is going to take a while, because it's only 3 or 4 meters, I think. But needs must. So we are going to get this all mowed, and I'll probably see you when we start the baling. So just to mix things up from the first time that we did this task, I've gone for the Massey baler this time. And I'm trying out on black wrap just so we can differentiate between the bales. I'm also trying out the feature within VCA that allows you to skip a row or turn automatically. So we've got VCA set. Let's just let that one drop out. There we go. And then if I press, if we go past it a bit, and now press Alt and A, you see how it's skipping? I pick that up. We'll leave that in the row there. Now hopefully we'll get round the turn in one. Got the pickup down. There we go. Missed a little bit, but that is so cool. I am loving VC8. There we go. So the yield was probably very similar to before, to be honest. It's not going to jump up much until we plough it and get rid of that needs ploughing state. So yeah, we just need to plod on. I mean, it's filling up dead quick, and I think this side of the field is the better soil type. So I think we were green for sort of this third of the field maybe. So now if I do Alt and actually we'll pick the pickup up. There we go. We'll drop that bale and then Alt and D. Love it. Simple things. We probably snapped the PTO, but what we can do is we can back up and it actually sort of positions itself a bit better. There we go. Drop the pickup and off we go. So I will crack on through this. Like I say, no idea how many we're going to get. Probably not a fat lot different to before, but it's all cash that we're going to get once these are all fermented. So on to the last headland, and we've already made 28 bales now. So I think we have got a better yield than before. I think. Not by much, but yeah, certainly it feels like there's more bales, let's put it that way. Let's talk weather. It's been... now, I'm not going to moan about the heat with, you know, what's going on in roads and all that lot. Wowzers. But, yeah, it's been a mixed, really mixed bag of weather. Lots of rain, but then yesterday afternoon, sun came out and it was glorious. It was ever so strange. Not been the best for harvest round here. I've seen a few fields being harvested, as in they've been harvested. I think I've only seen one combine in action, and that was on the way home from work, so I couldn't really stop and have a bit of a geeky nose. But yeah, there's one particular field that I drive past, and I'm assuming it's barley, although I don't know because I'm driving past and I can't really see, but it's taken them probably best part of a week now, nearly, and they still haven't managed to get it finished. I think there's probably a couple of passes left. But what's made me think of that is there are so many bales. They've been baling, I think, as they go along, and there's hundreds. There must be one bale every 10, 15, maybe 20 foot. So yeah, they've got, but they're just, there's hundreds. There's got to be hundreds. So yeah, you know, there's been, you see signs that they're gearing up, as in hedgerows are cut back near field entrances and, you know, stuff like that to make getting in and out of the fields a lot safer. So they've got the visibility along the roads, but yeah, the weather is proving to be a bit of a menace. I mean, you watch, if you watch Ollie Blogs, you'll see a couple of his last videos has been driving through puddles whilst harvesting OSR, and you think it's a good job they've got their dryer and the fact that it's powered by like the wood chip and all that lot, because otherwise you just wouldn't be able to go. You'd have to wait, and then yeah, it's just, you do feel for farmers, you know, that, and yeah, they do moan about the weather because it's either not wet enough and the crops don't grow as much as they want and they won't get the yields, or like now when it's harvest, they're battling the weather to actually, you know, get the crops out the ground. So yeah, I do feel for them. Right, let's turn the baler off. We got 35 off there. Yeah, definitely more than last time. So what do we need to do now? This can go. I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Cartech. Right, we'll park that there. We'll grab the Massey, get the gate open, and then we can get this field or that field cleared, and then we can hire the subsoiler, set course play off doing that while we bale the other two fields. So let's get these collected. I think I'm probably going to put the Massey, well, no, I'll put the collector on the JCB. All right. Goodness me. Impatient so-and-so. Shame you can't, you know, gesture to the traffic. Oh, that could be a mod, couldn't it? The middle finger mod. Right. Let's get some bales collected and I'll see you in a second. Right then, so bales all cleared. We've leased the K-brand subsoiler. I've bought a weight, it's only 700 quid. So next job is to create a job. We want Horseplay field work. Start at first waypoint. We want to do, so 4 meters, that's fine. We'll say 4 headlands. We'll start work on the centre. We will overlap by 15%. And I want to positive value reduce the field size. We'll go 0.4, I think, just because there's quite a few trees. Okay, up at this end, quite close to the boundary, so don't want it to get stuck. So let's start that. And make sure that we are not in the way. We'll turn off this one. Oh, it's just going to reverse all the way. Very clever. So we'll wait for this to start. Interesting. Okay, there we go. How's it coping? Lovely. That's going to take an hour. And the most important thing, yes, look at it go. Marvellous. So we can now turn off that and close that menu. Cool. Right, we'll leave that to it. We will, I've moved the baler over there, so we'll drop the, whatchamacallit, ants on a postcard, bale stacker, in the yard, grab the baler, and we'll crack on and get the other 2 fields all baled. So just before we start the baling, look at the level of detail that Oxy goes to. Tractor and trailer, class combine, and sure if there's any traffic roaming. Yeah, there is, look. All in the background. Fantastic. Really, really is cool. Right. Baling time. So headlands cleared in field 22. Up and down rows underway. And, yeah. Like I said, I think I said it was it last episode or the one before. I can't recall. I love it when a plan comes together. You know, wasn't planning on doing this. But, yeah, it's nice. It's all working out well so far. Keep checking on the Massey. And I think we chose the right amount of headlands to be doing. It's given ourselves plenty of space for the worker to turn. So, jobs are good in there. Yeah, Friday afternoon. And normally work would be done with, but because I'm such an amazing employee, I've said that I will leave my laptop on and attend a meeting this afternoon. So, you know, can't do enough for a good company. So, yeah, it's never mind. I'd have only been farming anyway, so what can you do? But yeah, hopefully it doesn't become a regular occurrence. I do like my Friday afternoons free. Otherwise we wouldn't get half as much content as we do. And, you know, 3 videos a week I'm managing just at the minute. I'm going to try and keep it up. Keep a bit of momentum going, but yeah, we'll see. You know, if work has to come first, it pays me. Talking of paying me, thank you very much to Hitman and Ian, the YouTube channel members. I am trying my very best to remember to give you shout outs. I think I'm doing okay so far, although remembering to stop the baler I'm not doing so well at. Right, not much left in here, so what we'll do is I'll do this, we'll have a quick check on the Massey, and then we'll move into the last field. Just riding along in the Massey, and it's doing a decent enough job. Hasn't got caught up on any trees yet. I'm still, I guess you'd say pessimistic about this area up here. But it's navigated this lot quite well, so fingers crossed. And it's running really well. Nice. Nice job. Well done, little Massey. Right. JCB. Baler on. And we'll finish up here. Now it's going to be a bit tight getting the auto stacker into that other field. So that could be interesting. But how many have we got so far? 49. Awesome. Because we didn't have that field before 22. That hadn't germinated, had it? I don't think. So yeah, whatever we made off that is a bonus, as well as the improved yields from our efforts with precision farming. So jobs are good. And then yeah, I'm not sure what to put in these fields. I'm thinking something combinable, but I'm really, really not sure. Potentially, I don't know. I am, yeah, quite undecided. Need to have a think. Right, I will get this baling done, because we've seen quite a bit of this, and I'll see you when we're struggling to get into a field next door to pick up the bales. So a little bit annoyingly, we got 89% of another bale, so we ended up with 59, nearly 60, so not to be scoffed at. So we just need to get these picked up and then just left to ferment, really. Now I'm hoping, and they should be, to be fair, ready to sell. I think we're going to sell them, and then in the future, when we're better off for cash, we can stick them through the BGA. That's it. Yeah, decision made. I was umming and ahhing, if you hadn't noticed. So right, I'll get these picked up and I'll see you in a second. So I've just had to rescue the Massey. Not from a tree, but from the... it must pick up a collision for the map boundary. So yeah, to sort that, but not a problem. Now, I have tried and tried and tried to get through the gateway to pick up the silage bales, and I just can't fit. So close your eyes while we drive across our wheat field and pop through the hedge here. Haha, there we go. Yeah, not ideal, however, yeah, it just needs must and all that. So I took a partial load of 21 and put those in the pig field. So that's all done. Just these to collect. Then we need to wait for the ploughing to be done, and I think probably we're going to need to move into the next day, November the 3rd, or 3rd, you know, part of November, however you want to say it, doesn't matter. And then we can crack on with the seeding. I am going to return the... yes, the baler, while I remember. There we go, that's that done. Right, let's pick the rest of these up, drop them in the field, and yeah, get finished up with the subsoiling. Well, I have to say that I'm incredibly impressed with course play. Apart from getting hung up on the one point just about here on the map boundary, even if it came up towards a tree, it was sorting itself out, reversing, turning, and yeah, just behaved beautifully. I'm just stalking it now around the headland, just in case. But I'm hoping that bringing the boundary in a touch will mean that it's not going to face any issues. But can't grumble. It's done a good job. It's missed one bit down there, but we'll catch that. But everything else, it's done pretty well. I don't want to speak too soon. I think it is going to get round though. Job's a good one. I'm half tempted to use the subsoiler in the beet fields, just because it might be a little bit quicker, but we'll see. That's a job for way down the line. So yeah, job's a good one. Right, we'll wait for this to finish and we can crack on, get the field lined, move into tomorrow, and then we can get the grass seed down. Last little bit of the field, if it'll take it. There we go. Done. We just had enough. I think, like I said before, or I have said before, top up uses less lime, obviously. I know it's a stupid thing to say, but first time you do it, massive amounts. Keeping it topped up, it's just the little bits. So, it is now time for us to knock off for the day. I will see you in the morning. I'll have fed the pigs, and we will have the seeder attached, and we will be drilling grass. Well, as you can see, I've already done a fair bit of the field, done 3 headlands, and most of the awkward bit at the top. So, meeting is done with, laptop is off, been outside, put the washing back out after a blooming shower, and if you, well, even if you're not from the UK, we have 2 types of quite annoying bug, and the first one is called, well, we call them thunderbugs. They're probably about 2-3 millimeters in length, and they get absolutely everywhere. It feels like when they're on you, it feels like your skin's crawling. But they get behind your monitor screens. Oh, they're everywhere. So they're about. And the other thing that we get for what, a couple of weeks is flying ants. So again, they get everywhere. They sort of swarm for 2 weeks and then just disappear again. So they're all about the minute. So that's fun. But yeah, it's just very random. A couple of weeks every year, and then they disappear. Very, very bizarre. It's one of those you think, what is the point of you? No, I'm sure there is, and you know, I'd be interested to know if anyone knows what their purpose is. But yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, we get horrible heat. I know I said I wouldn't moan about the weather. We get horrible heat, and then blooming annoying little bugs to suit. So, I don't know if you noticed, when I did the turn, we actually skipped a row. So, if I just put cruise control on and go into BCA settings, you'll see left reverse guidance lane and right reverse guidance lane. So, that's you know, when I do my Alt A or Alt D, that is how many rows it will skip. Just makes it a little bit easier for the tractor to turn with the seeder on. So yeah, I mean, I topped up with seeds, bought 2 bags, I think. But yeah, we'll need it in the spring anyway, so it's not going to go to waste. Pigs have been topped up, so Alt D. There we go. And what we can do is lift up and then drop down. So yeah, job's a good one. So I think the plan is going to be, we'll seed this. I'll start the rolling, but I won't do it all on camera. And then we will probably go into December for the next episode. I don't think that there's going to be much to do. But yeah, just look after the pigs and keep them alive, really. So I will do a bit more and we'll catch up in a little minute. Last pass, and you can see I got a little bit keen with my raising of the implement on the pass next to us, so we'll get to the end here and just back up over that. There we go. Raise up. Ooh. Find the hedge. Lower back down. And that is that all drilled. Let's just take a quick look to see what sort of a job we did with that. Lovely. So I did remove a tree up in that corner just to make the corner a little bit easier to navigate, and there's a little bit more grass. So enough chatting. We'll get this back to the yard. I'll stick the rollers on and we will say ta-ra. Well, all I'll say about these rollers is it's a good job they're sturdy, and we maybe in the future might need to remove a few more of the smaller trees. So yeah, that's it for today. I know what I'm doing for the rest of the afternoon now. I'm going to get this rolled, going to advance a bit more time, and yeah, I will catch you in the next episode, where we may well be into late December, possibly early January. We'll see what's going on. But thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like. If you've not already and you're still watching, please think about subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.